Here breaking down the new hire of Tommy Rees as the Browns offensive coordinator. We went over what that looks like in the announcement earlier, but let's get into this, what this means for play calling and moving forward with Kevin Stefanski. For me, I look at this hire as we talked about a little bit before. Tommy Rees will probably be the quarterback coach. He will probably help install some of the stuff for the game plan. But in generally speaking, what this means is I think, accomplished coordinators or coordinators who've done that before, I think people want to try to poo-poo the situation and say, oh, gee, Bush, play calling doesn't really matter that much. Play calling, yes, the heck it does. And here's why play calling matters to serious offensive coordinators that want to advance in the league. What happens is if you don't call the plays, it's very easy to be subjective and pick and choose what criteria you're going to grade or judge somebody on. Think about it. If I'm Ken Dorsey, I'm saying you handed me play calling halfway through the season. When I'm a play caller, I want to choose the way I install. I want to choose the rate in which we put in our run plays. I want to choose the personnel groupings. I want to choose how I go about teaching some of this stuff. I want to do all of that because it's part of my comprehensive program. Play calling is just one part of being an offensive coordinator. You have scheme, you have design, you have implementation, you have revisiting certain different plays and having a collaboration of tweaking plays here or there. And then you also have play calling as well. So it all goes hand in hand. And so if you're a play caller and you're not calling the plays, you're not doing the install. You don't even know if you how they teaching it in certain places. Maybe you might want to go and teach it a different type way. You could have the same game plan as Stefanski, but you got a completely different teaching style. So what happens when they just hand play calling over to you? Now the team has to have a new rhythm. Now the team has a new vision. Now the team has a new way that you're calling it, the way you're instructing it, the way you're installing it. And that takes some time. And just think about it. They handed him the playbook in the middle of the season with a second or third team backup quarterback, offensive line, no run game. You got an offensive line coach that was sitting on the sideline because he wasn't no good, and Vrabel had to take over from his job. So all of those things play hand in hand into how your offense runs and what your offense looks like. And for Dorsey, now don't get it twisted. I don't think he did a particularly great job, but there are some things that can be said in his defense that says, yeah, I mean, Kev kind of did just put the playbook and say, here you go, dog. There he is. Have fun with them plays. And you're seeing what it looked like, and you're seeing what eventually happened. If you're watching this as another offensive coordinator, you want to say, nope, if you're going to grade me, you're going to grade me on my job to control my own destiny. I want to call my plays. I want to do all of that. And so this tells me in this situation, Kevin Stefanski is going to be in charge of the play calling. He's going to be over the offense, and he's going back to what he does better and what he does in his mind does best, and that's calling the plays and figuring it out. Now, this is what I've been saying all along. I secretly love it. To be honest with you, some people will be really excited about this blog because we're breaking down the new offensive coordinator. For me, I could care less. And I'll tell you why. I don't care nothing about that. This year and this season is a referendum on Kevin Stefanski. Point blank, period. There's nothing else. There's no more hiding. There's no more skirting around. And it was the offensive coordinator. I couldn't get my guy. I didn't choose Baker. The owner made me get Deshaun. I could call plays, but the quarterbacks can't read defenses. My liners, all of that is done. All you dudes out here in the media that keep putting this cape on for Coach Stefanski, you succeeded this year. He's back in the fold, and he got an opportunity to coach the Cleveland Browns again for this year. But in 2025, under no way, shape, or form, is he getting cloaked or blanketed. We see it for what it is. I don't care who the offensive coordinator is. It's your offense. You get an opportunity to choose him. You chose Tommy Rees. He better be good. Hey, you could have chose Kermit the Frog, and I was going to get hired, Kevin. Now y'all better do something with it. Tommy Rees was the guy. Tommy Rees, you said you're comfortable with it. I don't want to hear nothing about Tommy Rees and what he didn't do. This is your offense. This is your picks. And these are your players that you were going to have to go to war with, and you better have a result for it. I love it. Because you can't, like Andrew Berry said, Kevin picks his own staff. Same way I'm on Andrew Berry. I'm looking right at y'all. It ain't no more hiding. No more, coach of the year. Where are we gonna all them talking points? Y'all might as well leave it at home. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. All those, well, G. Bush, you can't call for someone's job if you don't know who you're gonna pick, and I just don't know, you guys. It's not Stefanski, it's Barry. It's not Stefanski, it's Santa Claus. The Easter Bunny did it. No, you might as well chalk that up. It's on Kevin 1,000%, and he gonna get all of the autonomy that he wants. He likes Tommy Rees. I hope that Tommy Rees works out. Because when it comes to next year and they don't got the progress that they need, and they still don't got a quarterback, and they don't mess around and be 4 and something, 3 and something, 5 and something, bye. We didn't hit the end of the road, boys and men. It is what it is. That's why I'm like, all right, cool. But you tell me, you put it in the comment section. Do you think Tommy Rees is going to make impact on the offense, or ultimately is this going to come down to Kevin Stefanski? Because I believe this hire means it's more on Kevin Stefanski's shoulders. This is all you. And guess what? And I'm going to say this too. I keep it 100. I keep it real. I keep it clear with y'all. Let me say this. If Kevin Stefanski succeeds, and Andrew Berry succeeds, and they identify a quarterback, and they identify a way to get this team back on progress, and the hires of Tommy Rees look good, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clap it up for him, and I'm going to congratulate him, say, okay, y'all had a rough year, good job. Good job. That's a great pick for Tommy Rees. Great pick of whoever you got at the draft. Awesome pick in finding your quarterback, whether it's in the first round, second round, mid-round. What all I'm saying is it better work. And I'm an equal opportunity guy. I'll say it again. We'll let them know. We'll let it work.